Hello, denizens of the internet. Welcome to my thoughts about episode 5 of the Acolyte. Warning, there will be swarming. Either I'm suffering from Stockholm Syndrome, or I'm starting to enjoy the charming awfulness of the last couple of shows. This one, number 5, is the least awful show to date. At least we finally find out who Zippermouth is. To no one's surprise, it's Keimer. Who in their right mind did not think it wasn't him? I was hoping it would have been Basil on stilts, or even better, bring back Carrie Ann Moss's Indara, who faked her death because she had a hate-on for Torben, Kalnaka, and Saul for some kind of job advancement issues. But no, the silly feints didn't work. Zippermouth is Keimer. It kind of felt like Leslie Headland took a page out of Isaac Asimov's Foundation, where the jester turned out to be the all-powerful mule. But once again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the start. And by start, I mean the quick summary. I always find it instructive what the producers pick to tighten the drama of what's to come. In this case, Osha reminds Jord Fandor to kill May if Osha can't stop her. That will never happen. Then we have Jeckie Lawn tell Osha that she's survived a lot. Is this some kind of woke writing disease where the main character is constantly told how wonderful they are and the pain that they have survived? Here, Saul said, "Turn down the volume," referring to your beatboxing again. Seriously, who writes like this? Then we get a reprise of the Umbra Moth attack. This will be important. Getting into the meat of the show, and by meat I mean pimento and pickle luncheon loaf, Osha wakes. She had just confronted Zippermouth, the Jedi attack, and her first concern is Pip. The woods are suffused with the hum and flash of lightsabers, and she's worried about her digital assistant. Zippermouth is cutting down Jedi like the squirrels in our backyard, lopping the tops off of my wife's tulips. And what does Osha do? She heads towards the fight. Any sane person would be running for cover, but not our Osha. Of course, Zippermouth is dispensing with our red shirt Jedi in a fairly decent fight sequence. The Acolyte introduces something I've never seen before. You Star Wars aficionados can correct me, but what's with the sputtering lightsabers? The Jedi must be ordering theirs online from Wayfair. This lightsaber-proof helmet was also new to me. Jord is badly hurt, but before he can be finished off, Osha confronts Zippermouth with her stun gun. It's called a stun gun because you have to be stunned to use it. It does nothing. Jord tells Osha to run because that's the kind of thing people can't figure out for themselves in this show. She takes a quick break in the dense foliage and pulls out her flashlight to call attention to herself. The girl is not very bright. Zippermouth catches up to her and throws his lightsaber twirling through the woods. Saul pops out of nowhere to deflect the lightsaber rang. Trees were hurt during this encounter. Jord arrives. I wondered, how did he get there so quickly after being so badly wounded? How did he know where she was? How did Saul know where she was? Why wasn't Saul fighting alongside with his compatriots in the woods? And here, I know I'm going to say stupid shit, but it's gotten really tiresome across all superhero fantasy realms where capabilities are used and then forgotten at the whim of the writers. Zippermouth has forgotten his force push. The Jedi seem to have forgotten theirs. What is she doing here, pointing her worthless gun? I guess they want to show her involvement. And what's with Saul's line, "Civilian to the ship"? Maximum cringe there. Now we get the dramatic choral music. Zippermouth calls out Saul's name. Do evil characters in Star Wars have a patent on voice-altering effect helmets?
Yard, we have to go back.
Why? You are worthless. Osha, I don't want to have to subdue you, but I will. Saul asks, who are you? I think he was referring to the Who song. We get a quick lightsaber teaser before we cut to Jackie going after May in a surprisingly entertaining bit of stunt work. And bonus, the characters didn't forget that they also could use force push. Finally, someone remembered that May perpetrated 2 heinous crimes, but forgot that May wanted to surrender herself. Back to the main event, Saul and Zippermouth go at it. Zippermouth stops for no reason, which means Saul has to stop for no reason also. Saul says, "You trained me." I hope he has the Twitter post to prove it. Next, he wants him to show his face. Zippermouth replies, "And let you read my thoughts?" And then Saul says, "I only read thoughts when it's convenient in the script." Cut back to Yord and Osha for some more stupid lines. Then back to more lightsaber clashing, as you can read. Saul gets the worst of it, but when he gets up, Zippermouth is gone. Cut back to Yord telling Osha that Zippermouth does not follow the rules of combat. What the hell does that mean? It would be nice if they just followed the rules of writing. You are right, Yord. This doesn't make sense. Just as Jackie gets the better of May, Zippermouth comes after Jackie and she puts up a pretty good fight. I hate all this underlit fighting. Lots of Jedi foo. As a parent, I always tried to not compare my kids to the better kids in the neighborhood. Once again, we have a defective lightsaber. I hope they bought the lightsaber care plan. Please stop with the spinny moves. May runs away. Zippermouth disappears and catches up with May. He is very disappointed in her. He goes in for the kill when once again, out of nowhere, Saul arrives. Finally uses force pull. Jackie joins in on the action. We're going to have to change Saul's name to Deus Ex Machina Dude. May tries to run away again, but is tracked down by Zippermouth. Jackie saves her. May telepathically contacts Osha. Oh my God, they haven't gotten through the stupid forest yet? You know how you can tell bad writing? When characters keep saying each other's names when there's no one else around. Well, I'm glad she's finally figured that out. Uh-oh, she's got a plan. Cut back to the lightsaber duel. I'm really loving Jackie, who knocks off Zippermouth's helmet. Just when Jackie looks to have the upper hand, Zippermouth pulls a tiny saber from his hilt and stabs Jackie. Oh my God! It's Keimer! Thankfully, he didn't misgender Jackie. Yes, we've really come to this. Oh, the toss a cloak over the Jedi trick always works. Not Ezra Miller holds a lightsaber to May's head. Light it! Light it! Light it! Sorry, that was cruel. He wants to be called Sith. Stop asking him questions. Read his f***ing mind already. Don't we all? I actually didn't mind this scene. He wants a pupil, and now that he's been revealed, he needs to kill everyone. University 101, evil person desire. Oh, that's where they got the name for the show. Is this a coded pride message? Why? Is something wrong with your face? Cut to Saul emoting. Yord to the rescue. Zippermouth is nice enough to give Yord a neck adjustment, but kills him. Don't use chiropractors, folks. May runs away again. She's certainly smarter than Osha. Osha pulls out her stupid gun thing. May actually stops to look at her to make it easier to get stunned. We are entertained with some more Jedi foo that never existed until this series. Saul gets the better of Not Ezra Miller, pulls out his lightsaber, and for some inexplicable reason Osha calls for him to not kill the man formerly known as Zippermouth. Why? The man who enslaved his sister, who killed half a dozen or so Jedi, including her friend Jackie. You're stopping Saul from killing him? Here, I would have killed him to just shut him up. This part is all writing of convenience and is too preposterous even for me, but it gets dumber. Osha puts her giant moth plan into action. Oh my dear Lord, they finally lit a scene. Osha sticks the lighty part of Pip on Chimer's back, and the Umbra Moth spirit him away. Okay, this is a setup for later. And just as Saul is about to explain, he gets stunned by May with the plot gun. Saul, thud. I love it. Amandla Stenberg and a body double approach each other. Here they discuss who's to blame for the war in the Middle East. They hug, but Osha calls out the sins of her sister. A bit of a weird phraseology, but okay. May suddenly gets the better of Osha. In all honesty, the dialogue in this scene stayed true to both their characters and delusions. The problem is that Stenberg doesn't put any meat on this acting opportunity. It's shockingly tedious. May cuts off her split ends with a lightsaber, another first for the Star Wars franchise. Soon, salons will be advertising the lightsaber hair trim and the Luke manicure. Of course, we get the female chorus because it was so empowering. Chimer escapes the giant moths. Saul gets up with difficulty. He has to stop sleeping on his stomach. Osha approaches Saul. Saul asks about May. Osha, at least we think it's Osha, says,
She's gone. We must get back to the ship.
Saul answers, let's go. The two get back to the ship. Basil can tell that's not Osha and will probably die. Luckily, Saul can't read minds or sense the Force or see the tattoo May has on her face that Osha doesn't. What I don't understand is why he would simply take the fake Osha's word that May was gone. What does gone mean anyway? Dead? Left for Costa Rica? And what about all those dead Jedi bodies? Why would he leave all that Jedi weaponry? Even with moments that worked fine, this is the stuff that takes the feet out from under the ejaculate. Why didn't May tell Jackie during their fight that she wanted to surrender and give herself up to the Jedi? What happened to that? You can't just throw that turnaround away without explanation. And didn't Chimer break May's leg? The show ends with Chimer expositing some deep thoughts and covering not May with his cloak. Does he think this is May? Not much earlier, he was trying to kill her. Let me end by saying that the action sequences were actually pretty good, notwithstanding everyone forgetting the powers they have available to them. The lightsabers that conveniently sputtered and failed were a bit of a head-scratcher. Saul going AWOL from the main fight was not convincing, but on the other hand, there were moments I enjoyed. Credit where credit is due. I just wished there was more of it. What did you think of it, denizens? Till next time, be seeing you.